Welcome back. For this video, we will be looking at a limit problem, a calculus limit problem, and we're taking the limit as x approaches 1. So when you have a problem like this, the first step would just be to substitute the value of 1 into your expression and then see what value you come up with. If you get a number, even if it's 0, then that would be your answer. So let's go ahead and do that. So if we plug 1 in, we get 2 times f as a function of 1 instead of x. And so when we look at our table here, f as a function of 1 is just 1. So this is just 2 times 1. Minus 6 times g as a function of 1. So g as a function of 1, looking at our table, gives us 1/3. So 6 times 1/3. And then we put this over that's the numerator, so we put this over 4 times 1 squared minus 4 times e to 3 times 0, because we have 1 minus 1, so this is just e to the 0th power, so this whole thing just becomes 1. So then this ends up being equal to 2 minus 2, because 6 times 1/3 is 2, so this is 0 over 4 minus 4, and that's also 0. So this is indeterminate form, indeterminate form. And so when we have something in indeterminate form, we can use L'Hopital's rule. So L'Hopital's rule. L'Hopital's rule states that the limit as x approaches c of some function f over some function g is equal to the limit as x approaches c for f prime of x over g prime of x. And again, you can only apply this if your result ends up in the indeterminate form, which we have here. So we can go ahead and apply it. So when we apply L'Hopital's rule, we get the limit as x approaches 1 of 2 f prime of x. So we're just taking the derivative of the original expression, 6g prime of x, and then this is over 8x minus 4e to the 3, and I'm going to leave it in this, the exponent in this form, 3 times the quantity of x minus 1. But then we need to apply the chain rule, and this is really 3x minus 3, so when we apply the chain rule, we get a 3 here. So we do the same thing again. We substitute 1 everywhere, and we get 2 times f prime as a function of 1. So f prime of 1 gives us 0, so this is 2 times 0, minus 6 times g prime as a function of 1, and that gives us 1/3. So that's 6 times, I'm sorry, that gives us, looking here, that gives us -2, because g prime, where x is equal to 1, is -2, so that's 6 times -2. And then we put that over 8 times 1 minus 4 times e, and again, this is just going to be e to the 0th power, because 1 minus 1 is 0, times 3. So when we do the arithmetic, we just end up with 0 minus -12, so that's positive 12 over 8 minus 4 times, this is 1 times 3, so this is 8 minus 12. So we get 12 over -4. And our answer is -3.